Look at the weather.
It's beautiful here.
Non-stop rain.
Oh, man, it is a blazer out there.
It's cold and it's shivery.
It is cold.
Really coming down here.
I really enjoy your weather reports.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, we're talking weather in a whole new way. From historical events to what's coming up, plus weather news, science, safety, fun facts, and more.
I like where this is going.
This is Weather Weekly. Weather Weekly with Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey.
It is episode 243 of Weather Weekly. Good to be with you, meteorologist Marcus Bailey from Wish TV in Indianapolis, Indiana. And we are now entering the final full week of the month of September. So here we go. Starting to dial back the heat a little bit this week. And more important than that, and we already had a little bit over the weekend, some much needed rain opportunities coming our way for at least a few of the days coming up in this final week of the month of September. So we're very much looking forward to that. We're going to pack it in for you here and time out everything, get you ready for this upcoming week. It is the week ahead for September 22nd, 2025. That's next on Weather Weekly. It is the week ahead for September 22nd, 2025. Let's go ahead and dive in. And we need some rain. We're going to get our opportunities. We've already had some chances are rolling through during the weekend. And that threat is going to continue here to open up the week. So let's get you started for Monday, the 22nd. Higher coverage, I think, in the afternoon of showers and thunderstorms for your Monday. Because of the cloud cover, we're probably only going to hit highs near normal, which is into the upper 70s. Not super concerned of severe weather. You might have a brief strong wind gust. I know we ended up getting at least one lone severe thunderstorm warning on Saturday this past weekend. Again, maybe an isolated severe storm for damaging wind component. There's not going to be much rotation here. Heavy rain is going to be the big concern with any of these storms that kind of develop during the late afternoon and early evening hours. Likely seeing some of the storms starting to wane once we lose kind of the prime heating of the day. So that's why we're saying our coverage probably a little bit better during the afternoon hours. So Monday's high 78, we'll say showers then for the early to mid-evening hours. We're probably going to see the rain opportunities kind of wane a little bit as we go into the overnight hours. Lows will dip down to the mid-60s. Tuesday, we'll do it again with scattered showers and thunderstorms. I think probably better chances for on Tuesday in the afternoon and evening hours. So we'll probably see a little bit more sunshine, and highs will be around 78 again. Overnight low of around 63. We'll go with a chance of showers going into Tuesday night as well, but fairly isolated, right? None of these will be complete washouts. So if you do have some outdoor practices or plans or anything like that, just got to keep that in mind. All right. I don't think we're going to wash out anything this week. Wednesday, again, more of the same. Scattered showers and storms. I think maybe even a slightly better chance you'll get more of a significant wave kind of coming in. It's actually going to be in what we call a upper level low. It's going to be a closed low. And we've brought this up numerous times on this podcast. But if you're new, basically closed low means it's closed off from the upper level flow. And so there's nothing to really guide it to move along. It's just going to kind of float. And so because of that, it's going to be just hanging out with us for several days during the mid and end of the week. And that will give us numerous rain chances. All right. And I think that's going to be from basically Wednesday through the start of the weekend. Again, not going to rain all day long, but it's going to be up, giving us some of those chances for some of these scattered showers and storms. It's also going to cool us down a bit. So Wednesday, we're up to 75, a low of 62. Thursday, 73, a low of 59. And Friday, 75, a low of 58. Saturday, we're probably going to keep with rain chances on and off. And again, near normal or slightly below average temperatures. We'll be into the mid 70s going into the start of the weekend. Should mention that we're likely going to avoid severe weather for the most part. I will say, especially for Wednesday through Saturday, because we're under the influence of this closed low, that there is going to be a little bit of spin in the atmosphere. So some of these cold air funnels could be possible. They're not really, I want to word this correctly. I guess technically they are tornadoes, but they're not what you would typically get with a mesoscale or a mesocyclone type of tornado, where you can get, real large. These are very, very small, short-lived, usually choked out by any rainfall. They're not really originating from a parent thunderstorm that is rotating. Okay, if that makes sense. So while listen, they can do a little bit of damage. They're not, these aren't the monsters that you would worry about that's going to, do a lot of significant damage or injury or anything like that. So just something to be aware of. They can look awfully scary, no doubt about it. Okay, they do have they do have the same characteristics of a weak tornado, but they rarely touch the ground. And if they do, they can do some minor damage. They can pull some shingles off roofs and they can move some stuff around in the yard, but they're not buttoned down. But they rarely get warned by the Weather Service unless there's visual confirmation, because they're almost impossible to detect on radar. So that makes it different than just like a typical, tornado, mesocyclone tornado. So it's just something to be aware of, okay? That would likely happen by the middle and end of the week, Wednesday through Saturday. Long-range pattern keeps us normal, temperature-wise. I mentioned all the way through Saturday, we're into the mid-70s. I think we might see a little bit of a jump starting Sunday into early next week, upper 70s maybe, but that's, again, pretty close to where we should be, and that takes us all the way to basically the 1st of October, keeps us into the mid-70s with overnight lows in the mid-50s. That would be lovely, right? That would be right around where we need to be, and fairly comfortable. 7-day rainfall estimates. And boy, if we can get these numbers, and as long as it doesn't happen all at once, it would be wonderful. Central Indiana between 2 to 3, maybe as high as 4 inches of rainfall. Northern Indiana kind of in the 1 to 3 range. And then Southern Indiana closer to the Ohio River, 3 to 5 inches of rainfall. Again, that's the next 7 days. That would take us through next Sunday. So fingers crossed we can receive that much, because that would be a wonderful thing. All right, so let's get ready for some rain chances here coming up this week, and we need it. All right, we're going to close things up. That's coming up next here on Weather Week. All right, let's do some stats for the month. Obviously, still pretty bleak, even though we did pick up some rain over the weekend. For the month of September, 0.73 inches of rainfall. That is well below average. Obviously, we should be around closer to 2 inches of rain. We're down 1.36. Last year it was worse. We only had 0.05 inches of rainfall to this point last year. For the year, 28.47. We're down 4.5 inches. Last year we were better, 32.81. All right. 8 to 14 day outlook. We already kind of talked about how we're going to get into October. Strong signals that we're going to be above average. But again, by the end of the month in early October, our average high is 75. I mentioned we're going to be in the upper 70s. That counts, okay? So just because it says above average and it's a strong signal doesn't mean we're going to be blazing hot like we've been the last several days. We're also near normal with precip. This is September 28th through October 4th. Northern Indiana could be below average in terms of precipitation there. The new drought monitor came out on Thursday. A lot of the state now considered to be in moderate drought stages here. And that development, even though with some of this rain this week, does look likely, because it does appear we probably quiet the pattern down a little bit once we get past this week and this upper level low breaks down. This rain this week will at least slow that up a little bit, but it's not going to completely alleviate some of the drought conditions. All right. That'll do it for this week's podcast. You can always reach me at my email, marcus.bailey@wishtv.com. Also on the socials, Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram. I'm on all of those as well if you'd like to reach out on social media. You can get my forecast Monday through Friday on the TV side locally in central Indiana, Wish TV. And, of course, worldwide on our website. We do stream it live, wishtv.com. And hit the live stream. That is Monday through Friday from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Hope to see you there. You can also get our forecast 24 hours a day on our website, wishtv.com/weather, and our free Storm Track 8 weather app. Just go to your phone's app store and search for Wish TV Weather. While you're here, make sure to check out all the other great podcasts, all part of the All Indiana Podcast Network. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you soon, and God bless you.
Discover more from Storm Track 8 Weather and Wish TV. Online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to check out more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.